In case you were wondering, the answer is no. I did not stop doing these videos after a couple weeks already. I don't really have any intention of stopping doing these, but the last week wasn't exactly friendly to me. I think that's putting it lightly. I didn't get to enjoy the off day in the slightest because I think I caught whatever bug that Erik Miller and Brett Wisely had. And not only did I not enjoy the off day, at some point I thought I was going to have to go to urgent care. Like, it was like 5 in the evening, and I was like, do I have to drive to the nearest hospital right now? Conveniently, there's, what is that, Honor Health right across the street from the ballpark, which obviously isn't far from where I'm staying. But I didn't have to do that. But over the last couple days, it was a lot of Pedialyte, a lot of saltine crackers, a lot of ginger ale, and a lot of sleep, and just not a lot of feeling great. And today is the first day since, I guess, last Saturday at this point that I feel like a fully functioning human being again. Obviously have enough physical strength to do these videos again, because part of the whole deal of the last week was I just couldn't talk either. Like, it physically hurt to make any type of sound, especially with the amount of coughing I was doing. Again, not great. 0 out of 10. Would not recommend. I also ran like 2 miles before I knew I had the flu, which the upper chest was really not feeling great. But after dealing with that for the better part of a week, I was rewarded. It is a little personal reward today. There's just a lot of noise pollution happening right now. I'm gonna have to give me a second. So I can't remember if this conversation happened last week or 2 weeks ago, something to that effect. But I was talking with Elliot Ramos about potentially using a Bay Area themed song for his walk-up song. Back when the A's were playing their final series in Oakland, I talked to Lawrence Butler and I got him to use, I want to say it was Thizzle Dance and Anti or Calvin Cambridge by RBSOB. I got him to use 2 songs as far as his 4-song walk-up rotation, which, side note, I think he's the only player I know that does like a 4-song rotation. But I talked to Elliot about the idea. I floated it in his ear, and earlier this morning I gave him a list of about maybe 17 or 18 songs, and on one side of the reporter's paper it was a bunch of classic Bay Area songs, stuff like Tell Me When to Go, Thizzle Dance, Blow the Whistle, Glamorous Lifestyle, things of that effect. And on the back side of it, it was more contemporary Bay Area songs like Anti by RBSOB, Slow Down by Clyde Carson, those types of songs. So I gave him the whole list, and I told him that on the classic portion of it, the top 3 songs, which I think were Tell Me When to Go, Blow the Whistle, I'm forgetting which ones they were, but at the very top of the list, I pointed out that these are the songs where once you hear that first note, if you're from the Bay, it's instantly going to get you going. And Elliot was instantly infatuated with Tell Me When to Go. And I was like, okay, he's going to maybe give the playlist a listen. He's going to see what he likes, what he doesn't like, and go from there. I was not expecting him to play it today. Like, when Elliot came to bat for the first time, I was like half kind of paying attention. And then I heard those like first couple notes of Tell Me When to Go, and I was just like looking around like, oh my God. Like, so given all that I was going through those past couple days, that was definitely a win. You want to come on? What's up, dog? How we doing? Tell the people who we with right now.
I am Onaje Ellis. How
Get a little closer. Get closer.
Okay. I'm Onaje Ellis. How we doing today, man?
How we doing? So you saw me doing these like what, a couple weeks ago?
Yeah, something like that.
I got you. So what's your analysis from today's game? There's a lot of stuff going on today.
Okay, well, we got out to them early. You know, we got on the bases kind of early. I really want to say it was a blowout because they was playing from behind the whole time, and you know, it was a good game. We had a nice crowd. We sold out. We put on a lot of entertainment for some folks, and we had some real nice family fun.
Who's your player of the game today?
Ooh,
take the microphone. You can hold it if you want.
Okay, I know that's against etiquette. You know that's against etiquette. I don't know if I gotta play it today. I don't know. I think I might have to come back with you so we can keep that up as a segment or something for going on now. So maybe I'll come with a play. Yeah, I'll come with a play tomorrow. I got you for a play tomorrow then.
There we go. Appreciate it, man.
No problem. Thank you, bro. I appreciate you for letting me hop in here.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'm hoping we were framed correctly for that. That was a beautiful little moment. I had seen JJ one of the first times I did this spring, and I saw him after I was done recording, and I told him the next time I was doing one of these, if he saw me, he was more than welcome to jump in. So I had to make good on the promise there. But going back to the original point, the fact that Elliot played that in his first plate appearance of the day, definitely a much needed morale boost given how badly this past week gone. But anyway, let's get to some actual game analysis. The big news of today being that left-hander Erik Miller made his Cactus League debut after dealing with a couple of setbacks to begin the spring. At the beginning of spring, he was dealing with, I want to say it was inflammation. I think he said it was the sheath at the top of the left middle finger. And then once he had kind of gotten that under control, he dealt with an illness. And I don't know if you guys have been following other teams as well, but there have been a couple different teams that have been hit by some version of this non-COVID illness. I think it was the Red Sox Roman Anthony maybe lost 10 pounds as a result of it. It's been going around a lot. I think Brett Wisely dealt with something similar as well. He was supposed to pitch yesterday against the Cincinnati Reds at Goodyear Ballpark, but that game got canceled due to rain. And kind of a personal anecdote there, I had driven to Goodyear and I was there for maybe 10 minutes before they canceled the game, and I was like, well, it's time to drive the 50 minutes back. But for the Giants, it was good to see Miller finally get into a game. His velocity was in the 94, 95 mile per hour range. He struck out 3 batters. He allowed 1 hit, and he did hit a batter. I believe he threw 6 of his new look sinkers, including the one that I don't think I have the play, but it kind of ran up and in and didn't hit a batter, but it did hit the knob of his bat. So the sinker is going to be a little bit of a work in progress for Miller. As far as the left side of San Francisco's infield, Matt Chapman and Willy Adames, at least on the defensive end, both showed kind of that potential they have with their gloves. Chapman had a nice barehanded play in the top of the first inning, and then in the second inning, there was a grounder that hit off the heel of Keaton Wynn's foot, bounces in the air, Adames camps under it, and then fires to first. So we've talked a lot about how Chapman and Willy Adames on paper is one of the best left sides to an infield in all of baseball, and this was kind of an exhibition defensively as to why. And then Chapman with the bat as well hits an opposite field homer, his 3rd homer in his last 2 games. I believe his OPS is, I think it's almost 1900 right now. It's something to that effect. It's video game numbers, and he joked with us when he was talking when he exited the game that he wouldn't mind if the regular season started tomorrow. Mikey Stremski and David Villar had home runs as well. Keaton Wynn threw 2 scoreless innings in his second appearance at Cactus League play. He was sitting 95-96. And Joel Peguero continues to be a story in spring training. He's up to 3 2/3 scoreless innings now, I believe, with today. He threw a scoreless inning with a strikeout and hit 102 miles per hour.